Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group A. We will present the topic about assessment in the independent curriculum. Before we start, let me introduce the member of our group. My name is Ayu Liviananda in PM 28 as the moderator and first speaker. And then the second speaker Intan Eka Maharani and the last speaker Puan Maharani. Okay, I will explain about background of assessment in Merdeka Belajar. 1. The independent curriculum emphasizes student-centered learning. 2. Assessment is no longer limited to evaluating final result but also considers the learning process and character development. 3. The main purpose of assessment is to support learning, not merely to measure. 4. This approach aligns with the philosophy of Merdeka Belajar, giving both teacher and student the freedom to grow according to their potential. Problem of assessment before the independent curriculum. Assessment was to focus on score and final exam. 1. It often ignored the learning process and student interest. 2. Teacher tended to assess uniformly, discrediting the diversity of student abilities. 3. As a result, student motivation, discretion, and creativity failed to develop. Okay, the next material by Intan.
Okay, thank you for the moderator. My name is Intaneka Maharani, NPM04, and I wanna explain about objectives of assessment in the independent curriculum. Assessment in the independent curriculum has several main objectives. The first, it is used to continuously support student learning process. And the second, assessment provides feedback that helps improve learning and teaching methods. And the third, it aims to identify students' competency assessment and the Pancasila student profile. And the fourth assessment helps both teachers and student reflects so the quality of teaching and learning can be improved. And the last assessment encourage student independence and responsibility in the learning. Next, principle of assessment in the independent curriculum. There are several important principles in assessment under the independent curriculum. The first, assessment must be authentic, meaning it measures student real abilities in real life context. And then the second is it must be meaningful, with result used to be improved teaching and learning. And the third, assessment must be fair and objectives, respecting individual difference among students. And the fourth, it must be transparent with assessment criteria shared with students from the start. And the last, it should be development oriented, focusing on student progress and growth. Okay, next, types of assessment in independent curriculum. In independent curriculum, there are three types of assessment. The first, diagnosis assessment, conducted before learning begins to identify students' prior knowledge. And the second, formative assessment, conducted during learning to provide ongoing feedback. And the last, or the third, summative assessment, conducted at the end of a unit or topic to measure student learning outcomes.
Okay, thank you, Intan. The next material, example of assessment types. Type of assessment example activity purpose. And the one, observation teacher observes group work to access attitude and collaboration. And the two, portfolio collection of student work to monitor learning progress. And the three, project making video, poster and report to asset activity and knowledge application. And the 4, writing or oral test, quiz, or interview to measure concept understanding. And the 5, self and peer assessment, individual reflection to increase self awareness. Okay, next material, assessment and the Pancasila student profile. Every assessment aims to nurture the 6 dimension the Pancasila student profile, and the 1, fight in goal, almighty and noble character, and the 2, global diversity, and the 3, comparison, and the 4, independence, and the 5, critical thinking, and the 6, creativity. Okay, next material, conclusion. Assessment independent curriculum serves an integral part of the learning process rather than merely a measurement tool. Encourages teachers to focus on understanding student growth, strengths, and areas for improvement. Through authentic and continuous assessment, both teacher and student can reflect, adapt, and improve the quality of learning. Ultimately, assessment in the Merdeka Belajar aims to build competent, independent, and character-different learners who embody the values of the Pancasila student profile. Okay, thank you your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.